Hey, it's a beautiful Monday out. I'm glad the rain stayed away for a little bit, but we had a great weekend. We had Sunday off, Saturday scrimmage. Got about 132 plays, I think, offensively and defensively. Counting the ones, twos, and threes. Got about 32 snaps of special teams in it as well. Different sorts. Got some really good work. Was impressed with just the contact in the scrimmage. I don't know how many people were going live. Like when I'm saying 132 plays, I'm talking live. I'm talking we're playing football the way it's supposed to be played. And okay, you're in charge of them. You're in charge of that from now on. I mean, just shut it down for 5 minutes. About 132 plays of contact. And again, that's kind of what we're about in Pittsburgh, tough. So I'm impressed with the way our guys came through it. Again, just the physicalness. I think we got a tough football team. We can, obviously pay attention to details more. When you go through the scrimmage, you're like, oh, you should have done this. There's so much correction. And there'll be correction, after the opener. There'll be correction after the 13th game of the season, whatever it may be. But there's always going to be things we're, finishing and correcting. But, overall, I thought we did a great job on offense. Defense, won the scrimmage. I want to say, I don't even know what the score is, 45-11, 45-13. The offense won pretty handily. And why did they win? I tell our guys every week. Offense should win the scrimmage every week if you don't turn the ball over. The defense is getting major points for turnovers. So 0 turnovers, you're protecting the football. You got a chance to win a football game all the time. You're losing the ball, that scrimmage gets up as far as the numbers go, and you wonder how you had a scrimmage like that. So, questions?
Everybody walked in the way they walked out? I said that wrong. Everybody walked out the way they walked in. Never mind.
Yeah, my knees hurt a little bit, but yeah, we feel
Never
good.
mind.
We all walked out good.
Okay.
Who on offense impressed you with some of the things that he did to have such a good hit?
Obviously the quarterbacks are both, Nick, Patty, and Slovis are both efficient, made some plays, did some really good things. When you look at, the turnovers, obviously the running backs did a good job not putting it on the ground, or receivers. Jalen Barton had a heck of a day offensively. He made some plays. He was the MVP of the scrimmage, to be honest with you. And then defense, we were solid. We got a lot of guys reps. We got to find out a lot about people.
Yeah, heading into the last week of camp, do you have a good sense of the depth chart? I know you mentioned the right guard battle. Are there any battles going into this last week?
There's a lot of battles going in. To me, there'll be battles through, game 5 and 6. We're going to continue to. He doesn't listen to you, RJ doesn't. RJ, that's your job afterwards. It's the first time in 7 years.
Should make the defense cut the grass.
I don't remember what the question was, except that lawnmower keeps going by.
About the depth
Apologize.
battles?
There's battles going on, all over the place. Obviously, the quarterback, the kicking job is up for grabs, but there's, it's battles of who's going to get reps. Who can we trust on the field to do these certain things? So, the competition continues.
Was the scrimmage this past Saturday as clean as the first one was?
It was probably cleaner. It was probably cleaner. There was, better execution across the board, offensively, defensively, even in special teams. So we're going to get some more looks at some things today that we need to, correct. And here comes that tractor again. So I got 4 minutes to go left.
Doesn't care.
It's like our D line. We don't protect the quarterback. This guy's like in a different zone. You guys should get video of him for a while. Get him part of the video. Yeah, sign him up. What are the questions?
Are you getting closer to naming a quarterback?
Getting closer, yeah. We get closer every day. Day 2, we're closer. Day 19, we're getting close. Whatever day this is.
From the start of camp to now, how much improvement have you seen? Has it been really
Everywhere?
everywhere? Just like overall, have you seen like a really great...
You see the biggest increase from, that day 1 or maybe day 4 from what it was in spring ball. So there's, especially offensively with, doing a lot of different things. You combine the 2 offenses together and try to do what we did well, what do we need to fix and all those things. So you see that, in a big way. But every day you get a little bit better, I think. We talk to our kids about 3% better. I don't know if they get 3%, but they might be at 1%, but we'll take any percent we can get as far as getting better.
What's one good thing that Cade did? One good thing that Nick did? Center.
Both protected the ball. They got the hardest job. I'd say they both did the same thing, protect the ball. Got us in the right play, and quarterback got a hard job. They got to do everything. So it's not like if it was a productive scrimmage, it's because his quarterbacks are running the show. They're getting us in the right run play. They're getting the call into the huddle. or or in our tempo, call whatever it may be.
Deep game was a big thing for you last year. Is deep game still the same that you like it to be?
Yeah, well, I think you always have to stretch the field. We're going to throw it deep, and we probably had at least 4 explosives, maybe 5 explosive passes. So
How many of those were Jalen?
quite a few.
Did you see your players react differently to playing in Acrisure Stadium versus scrimmage and Pitt?
That's a great question. One of the things I said to them afterwards is they know how to get prepared for a game. My first couple of years I wasn't sure what you were going to get, but our guys walked into Acrisure Stadium and were locked in just like they were the week before. So again, that's another thing you're looking for. You didn't know, in the grind of fall camp, how are they going to respond. I think a couple of extra days off during camp has helped our guys stay fresh. I mean, we had fresh legs. We were running around well. The GPSs all looked like we wanted to look, and I think that's important for us as well. But they were locked in. They know how to prepare for a game. I tell them, get your mind right, get ready for a football game, and they did. They came ready to go.
Last week after the day off you had in practice, you weren't happy with. You kind of anxious to see how they respond today as part of that learning process.
Yeah, I didn't tell them they did as good, probably. It's kind of like we had a lot of stuff to clean up. So we'll find out. We're out pads today, so it's hard to not turn it up. Someone's going to get the butt kicked today if you're pads. I mean, we won't go all live. Obviously, I think we got one period that's possibly live, depending on how they're doing. But when you're out in full pads, I mean, that that kind of negates. Someone's going to punch it. Someone's going live. If you're not going live, you're going to go live the next play.
1 minute left. Last question. Final
1 minute? Are you kidding me? I got to roll. I got a minute. My big butt down there.